Hello. So I've been slowly chipping away at the eyebrows mini-series. I started with the video on the overall boldness or thickness of eyebrows, and then there was also a separate video on different arch styles. And there were several comments that were asking about low-set eyebrows and how to make them appear softer and more feminine. And I actually have a really great example today that not only incorporates low-set eyebrows, but also different aspects of facial proportions and color analysis. And this example is none other than the South Korean singer Rosé, who recently went viral for her new song, APT. So if you're curious about different makeup techniques for low-set eyebrows, and if you want to know more about Rosé's style evolution that incorporates both her facial proportions and color analysis, make sure to stay tuned. First things first, let's address the question, are low-set eyebrows really something to fix? And they absolutely are not, because it just depends on the image that you're striving for. Low-set eyebrows are generally associated with more of a masculine look, but they can also appear very charismatic, assertive, bold, and intense. So if the look you're going for is more of a dramatic and serious image, then low-set eyebrows can actually be a huge pro. So it's really only something to consider correcting if the look you're striving for is a softer and more feminine and gentle sort of image. So I'm not telling anyone to fix anything, okay? And I say this because I always seem to get some comments that ask why my videos focus so much on fostering more insecurities for women. And it's truly the opposite of my intention. I actually want to help women feel more confident by talking about how to learn to see ourselves in a more objective manner and by sharing more information around the visual effects of different facial proportions. So I just wanted to make that message clear, and now that we've done that, let's go back to the main topic of low-set eyebrows. So if you have low-set eyebrows and you want to enhance a softer and more feminine look, then the main goal should be to make the distance between the eyes and the eyebrows, so your eyelid room, appear as spacious as possible. You could do that by plucking your eyebrows, but there's a limit to how much you can do that because you don't want to end up with eyebrows that are too thin. So the easiest way to make the eyelid room appear more spacious is by lightening the eyebrow color. Like I said, we're going to use Rosé as an example today. And if we compare her facial proportions to the other members of Blackpink, we can see how Rosé's eyelid room appears a little bit narrower compared to her peers. And when she went blonde years ago, she naturally matched her brow color to her hair color. And with that, the overall image became a lot softer. The darker eyebrows is not a bad look on her. I think it definitely makes her look a little more stern, serious, and charismatic. Whereas the lighter eyebrows makes the eyelid room appear more spacious, and that gives the face a more relaxed and delicate impression. Now, like I said, Rosé is a bit of a special case where blonde hair is also doing her a favor in terms of her facial proportions. If we look at Rosé's lower face, she has a bit of a short philtrum and a long and pointy chin. So compared to her peers, her chin definitely appears slightly longer and more protruded and accentuated. So I have an older video called "You Can Pull Off Blonde Hair If You Have These Features." And this was actually one of my very first videos on this channel where I explained how prominence in the chin can appear less highlighted with a lighter hair color. And that's because a darker hair color creates a higher level of contrast against the skin, and it ends up highlighting the lower facial outline more, whereas a lighter hair color softens the facial outline. And I've used examples of Reese Witherspoon, Bibi Rexha, Jennifer Aniston, Madonna, and all of these ladies happen to be natural brunettes, but they've maintained blonde hair for a long time. And we can't really know for sure why they prefer blonde hair, but visually speaking, there's definitely less emphasis placed on the chin with a lighter hair color. So Rosé is a similar case. I think she went blonde maybe back in 2017 or 2018, and she's been maintaining her hair color ever since. And if we compare Rosé with her dark hair versus light hair, we can see that there's less attention drawn to her chin and her lower face with the lighter hair color. On top of that, Rosé's color season based on the 16 season system is suspected to be a light autumn. In my previous video on soft soft springs and light autumns, I explained that light autumn is a season that's sort of in between soft autumn and light spring. So they still need soft and muted colors, like desaturated colors with a lot of grays, but lightness is still an important trait for them. So for light autumns, darker soft autumn colors can appear somewhat heavy and dull on them. But light spring colors can also appear slightly too bright on them, like the colors appear too lifted and not really blended. So light autumns are the type that really needs a fine balance between light and soft colors with a slight warmth. And I've seen them be called as fair soft autumns versus shaded soft autumns. So Rosé is suspected to be a light autumn, which is why the neutral light blonde hair with a slight warmth works really well for her. But we can see how too cool of a platinum blonde will easily wash her out. It definitely makes a fashion statement, but it's not the most harmonious with her overall coloring. So light desaturated colors are Rosé's best colors, and she's a really lucky case where the light blonde hair works well, not only for her overall coloring, but also in de-emphasizing her chin, and because she's using a lighter eyebrow color to match to her hair color. That also ends up lengthening the eyelid space that really softens her overall look. And all of these factors combined have really helped develop that signature look that Rosé has today. Now, apart from lightening the overall color of the eyebrows, there's a few other things we can do to lengthen the eyelid rim, one of which is to avoid using darker eyeshadow colors in the centers of the eyelid. Dark colors contract and recede, whereas light colors expand and protrude. So for low-set eyebrows, sticking to lighter colors will help with making the eyelid rim appear a little more spacious, and using a shimmery product will also help with making the area appear more protruding. Now, where you want to use darker eyeshadow colors is along the outer corners of the eyelids or the lower eyelids. Using a darker eyeshadow color on the outer corners of the eyelids will help with lengthening the eyes horizontally, and lower eyelid makeup brings the position of the eyes down visually. So if you want to lengthen the eyelid space, drawing the attention either outwards or downwards or both is going to be helpful. One more thing to note about this tip is that the angle of your eyes are going to matter on which area you want to focus more on. Heavy lower eyelid makeup can accentuate the angle of downturned eyes more, whereas heavy makeup along the outer corners of the eyelids generally accentuates an upturned angle. I've also shared a tip about mascara application before. I personally like to apply my mascara diagonally in order to extend the lashes outwards instead of upwards, and that makes the eyes appear a little more relaxed, and it also prevents bringing the position of the eyes upwards. But if you want to add more of a glamorous look to your eye makeup, then applying the mascara in an upward direction is still okay. Just make sure to avoid very heavy volumizing formulas, because too thick of a volume in the eyelashes in an upward direction will close up the eyelids more, and it'll make the eyelids appear shorter. On a related note, I would also advise to avoid eyelash extensions if you have low-set eyebrows, and especially the ones with very, very full volume, because that just ends up making the eyelids appear more closed up and narrower. Another thing to note is if you have low-set eyebrows and you feel like they're adding a ton of masculinity to your overall look, then it might also be because you have other features that already enhance that effect. Because low-set eyebrows alone don't add that much masculinity by themselves if the face is lacking other masculine features. As I've mentioned in my previous video on masculine versus feminine facial features, the T-zone and the U-zone have the biggest influence on determining your facial gender. So if you feel like your low-set eyebrows add a lot of masculinity to your look, then you might want to check for other features within the T-zone or the U-zone to see which of these features are already making the facial gender lean more masculine. And why I'm bringing this up is because depending on the rest of your face and on the other features, lightening the eyebrows from head to tail might not always be the best way to de-emphasize other areas of the face. Like if the goal is solely to increase the eyelid room, then using a lighter eyebrow color all over will work. But if there are other features that contribute to creating a more masculine or a more dramatic look and you want to achieve a softening effect, then other techniques might just be more effective or beneficial for you. For example, if you have a very prominent width in your nose bridge, then lightening only the heads of the eyebrows might be a better choice in drawing the attention away from the nose bridge. This particular topic I want to talk in more detail in my next eyebrows video, so if you like this video and you want to learn more about the different components of eyebrows, then make sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. I hope you found the video helpful, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay unique and stay gorgeous.